Dear starseed, something has been calling to you from the depths of your soul memory, hasn't it? A pull toward ancient wisdom, toward temple halls that feel more familiar than the world around you, like walking into a room and knowing exactly where everything belongs, even though you've never been there before. I am Azuron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius, and what I'm about to share with you was held in sacred trust by the temple keepers of ancient Egypt, sealed away until this moment when your consciousness could safely receive it. By the end of this message, you'll understand the hidden aspect of your soul blueprint that the Ascended Masters have been protecting since your last incarnation in the sacred halls along the Nile. Every soul who walked the temple paths in ancient Egypt carried a specific energetic signature, a divine imprint that was encoded not just for that lifetime, but for this one. The priests and priestesses of Isis, the keepers of Thoth's wisdom, the guardians of the mysteries, they all knew something about your essence that was too powerful to reveal until now. Your soul blueprint contains what the ancient builders called the Sacred Return Protocol. It's not just about remembering who you were, it's about understanding why you chose to forget and why the remembering is happening now, in this exact timeline, in this specific way. That inexplicable draw you feel toward Egyptian temples, toward hieroglyphs that seem to whisper your name, toward the sound of ancient chants that make your heart race. This isn't nostalgia. This is recognition. Your soul is responding to the activation codes that were placed there intentionally, like seeds beneath the desert sand, waiting for the right season to bloom. The waters of the Nile carried more than just life to the land. They carried the frequencies that would one day call you home to yourself. And that current is flowing again, right here, right now, through these very words. Something guided you to this moment because the Ascended Masters have decided it's time. The temple doors are opening and you've been given the key. And I'm grateful you're here with me now. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That insistent, undeniable pull towards something vast, something ancient, something you can't quite articulate with mere words. It's a deep resonance, a soul-level vibration echoing from realms beyond the mundane. Perhaps it first manifested in vivid dreams, where you wandered through magnificent, sun-drenched temples rising majestically from endless desert sands, the air thick with forgotten magic and the scent of incense. Or maybe it's that inexplicable thrill, that quickening of your heart, when your eyes fall upon intricate hieroglyphs, symbols that whisper of hidden knowledge, even though your conscious mind has never formally studied them. And then there's the water. Not just any water, but deep, dark, star-touched currents, alive with consciousness, that seem to call out your very name, a forgotten lullaby from a language older than linear time itself. You might feel drawn to the rhythmic crash of ocean waves, finding profound peace in their eternal ebb and flow, or sense an unspoken wisdom within the stillness of a pristine, hidden spring, its surface mirroring cosmic depths. That profound sensitivity you've been carrying, often perceived as a burden, as a vulnerability, is actually your most exquisite superpower. The way you absorb the nuanced energies of rooms, the subtle emotional landscapes of people, the way you feel everything with such an overwhelming depth that it sometimes leaves you exhausted and disoriented. This is not a flaw in your being, nor is it something you need to heal from in the way one would a sickness. This is your celestial antenna, meticulously designed and finely tuned. It has been diligently picking up faint yet persistent signals from your true home, from the stars you originated from the cosmic family you remember in your bones. And now the veil is thinning, the cosmic static is clearing, and those signals are growing exponentially stronger, more insistent, pulsating with undeniable clarity. Most starseeds, contrary to common belief, don't feel lost because they lack a clear purpose. Indeed, the opposite is profoundly true. The feeling of disorientation often stems from the sheer immensity of the purpose and knowing residing deep within your soul. Your inner landscape is so vast, your stored wisdom so ancient, that this current earthly reality, with its limited perceptions and restrictive constructs, sometimes feels utterly too small, too confining, too mundane to contain the brilliance of your true self. That poignant ache you feel when your gaze sweeps across the boundless tapestry of the night sky, studded with diamond-like stars, isn't an emptiness seeking to be filled. It is, in its purest essence, an echo of recognition. It is the part of you, the eternal remembering self, that recalls swimming freely in the crystalline, intelligent cosmic waters of Sirius, carrying within its very essence a profound blueprint of wisdom, knowledge, and light. A wisdom that was always destined to one day anchor itself right here, in this precise temporal moment, through the unique vessel of you. The profound sense of disconnection, that pervasive feeling of being an outsider, an alien observing a world you don't quite belong to, is paradoxically one of the clearest and most definitive signs that your deeply embedded energetic codes, your sacred blueprint, are finally ready to come online. It's akin to an ancient radio receiver, having endured years of frustrating static and garbled frequencies, suddenly, almost magically, tuning into the perfectly aligned channel. The turbulent, murky waters within your consciousness, your emotional body, and your intuitive knowing are beginning to settle and clear, revealing the profound depths beneath. And what is steadily, gracefully emerging from this purification isn't some entirely new construct or identity you have to forge from scratch. No, it is the radiant truth of what was always there, woven into the very fabric of your soul, patiently waiting for this exact, divinely appointed moment to surface into your conscious awareness and expression. There is a precise and sacred pattern to this grand awakening, an inherent rhythm as ancient and unwavering as the lunar pull on the ocean's tides. Just as the Earth's waters follow in cosmic ballet, so too does the soul's journey unfold in preordained cycles. And right now, dear one, you are actively moving through a series of profound and transformative phases, a sacred pilgrimage that every soul with your particular star lineage, your unique Sirian Egyptian heritage, must inevitably navigate. Each one of these phases is undeniably sacred, imbued with profound spiritual significance. Each one is absolutely necessary for your evolution, dismantling the old to make space for the new. And with breathtaking precision, each one has been perfectly timed, not randomly, but with divine choreography, for the magnificent being you are powerfully and courageously becoming. The very first shift in this profound awakening often manifests as a deep and pervasive fog. Things around you, and more significantly within you, have likely felt intensely unclear lately, as if you are attempting to perceive your path, your purpose, your very self, through the opaque depths of troubled, unmoving water. Decisions that once felt straightforward, simple, almost effortless, now loom large and feel utterly impossible to make. Paths that previously appeared obvious, well-trodden, and destined now seem utterly clouded, shrouded in an impenetrable mist, leading nowhere discernible. But this disorienting fog is not, I assure you, a sign that something is fundamentally wrong with you, or that you have somehow veered off course. On the contrary, it is the precise and natural alchemical effect that occurs when deeply entrenched, outdated patterns, beliefs, and energies within your being begin their inevitable process of dissolution. The water must, by its very nature, become thoroughly murky, stirred up from its depths, before it can ever truly settle and clear to reveal its crystalline truth. You are not lost, dear soul. You are profoundly in transition, suspended between what was and what is yet to be revealed. And to gracefully or even awkwardly navigate such a potent liminal space requires a tremendous, almost immeasurable amount of courage, even when your heart whispers that you feel anything but brave. It demands a deep surrender to the unseen forces, trusting the currents even when the shore is out of sight. Then, with the fog gently beginning to lift, comes the phase of deep remembering. There is an intricate cosmic tapestry of information encoded within every fiber of your being, resonating far deeper than anything you have ever been consciously taught in this particular lifetime. Every soul that carries a significant connection to the luminous star system of Sirius also carries within its core essence a sacred blueprint, a sophisticated set of divine instructions not written in the linear words of human language, but imbued in the powerful, resonant frequencies of light and sound. You are not, and have never been, broken and desperately searching for external answers to mend yourself. You are, in your complete and sovereign essence, whole and divinely perfect, and you are now beginning the profound process of consciously remembering this inherent truth. That remembering often commences as a quiet, almost inaudible feeling deep within your heart, a subtle pull or resonance you can't quite logically explain. It's a compelling gravitation towards specific symbols, ancient places, or profound knowledge that feels intimately familiar, as if you've known it for eons, even though your conscious mind has no record of ever encountering it before. When your eyes encounter the ancient, potent symbol of the Eye of Horus, or when you read about the revered wisdom and mysteries surrounding the goddess Isis, something profound stirs within your deepest chambers. An energetic awakening. When the ancient mysteries of Egypt are spoken of, a profound recognition ignites within your heart, a knowing that transcends the intellectual understanding of your mind. It is a remembrance of your soul's ancient lineage, a profound recognition of your spiritual heritage woven into the very fabric of those sacred lands and cosmic truths. Next, after the first stirrings of remembrance, comes the profound stillness. And it is precisely at this juncture that a deep, unsettling panic often threatens to set in, primarily because, to the outer observer and the restless mind, absolutely nothing appears to be moving or progressing. This internal and external quietude can feel like a terrifying halt, a stagnation. But I urge you to understand with every fiber of your being that this stillness is not stalling. It is a profound process of anchoring. Imagine a mighty river, having navigated tumultuous rapids, pausing in a vast, calm and exquisitely serene pool before it gathers its strength to find its next powerful passage through towering mountains. In a similar, profound way, your soul is diligently stabilizing and integrating all that it has already consciously and unconsciously received, preparing its container before it can safely hold and embody what is inevitably coming next. The ingenious ancient builders along the sacred Nile, those masters of both earthly and cosmic architecture, intuitively understood this divine rhythm of the universe. They knew with unwavering certainty that before any truly great and lasting work, be it a magnificent pyramid or an enduring temple, could even begin to manifest in the physical realm, its foundation had to be absolutely still, unshakable, profoundly solid, and completely at peace with its ultimate purpose. Therefore, dear soul, be exquisitely gentle with yourself during this profound phase. Resist the urge to rush, to push, to do something. This period of quietude, of deep internal integration, is undeniably sacred and absolutely essential for the monumental unfolding that awaits you. It's a gestation, a cocooning, a time of silent power gathering. Then, emerging subtly from the depths of stillness, you begin to perceive, to truly feel, the gentle yet undeniable shift of the current. You may not yet possess the clear sight to fully discern its direction or its ultimate destination, but the energetic ripples are already propagating outwards. People within your immediate sphere, and even those on the periphery of your life, are already subtly, perhaps unconsciously responding to the profound internal shift unfolding within you. Perhaps certain long-held relationships are beginning to change their dynamics, evolving into new forms or gently receding. Maybe specific places you once frequented or certain conversations you engage in now feel distinctly different, either heavier, denser, more energetically draining, or conversely lighter, more uplifting, more energetically expansive than before. This, I assure you, is not mere coincidence or random occurrence. When one powerful current within the grand cosmic river changes its direction, its velocity, or its inherent frequency, everything downstream, every interconnected aspect of existence, is inevitably affected. Your inherent sensitivity, which you once perceived as merely a receiving dish for external energies, is now evolving beyond that. It has transformed, becoming a powerful transmitter. You do not need to publicly announce your profound internal transformation or declare your awakening with grand proclamations. You are, by your very being, already broadcasting it into the energetic field. Your unique vibrational signature, now recalibrated and resonant, is emanating outwards, a beacon in the night. And those souls who are truly meant to resonate with your authentic frequency, your deep truth, will naturally, inevitably, and gracefully find their way to you, drawn by the invisible threads of destiny and soul alignment. Following this awakening current, the releasing phase often feels like the most challenging, the most emotionally demanding part of the entire journey. This is because it compassionately, yet firmly, asks you to consciously let go of profound aspects, patterns, and energies that you have been carrying for such an incredibly long time that they have become deeply interwoven into your sense of self, feeling like an indelible part of your very identity. This includes deeply ingrained beliefs about who you should be, constructs formed from societal conditioning and ancestral patterns. It encompasses the myriad expectations placed upon you by a world that quite simply did not possess the energetic discernment or spiritual wisdom to understand the magnificent multidimensional being that you truly are. It also demands the conscious release of heavy emotional weight that rightfully belonged to others, yet settled deep within your energetic field, precisely because you were sensitive enough, empathetic enough to absorb it into your own system. The ancient crystalline waters of Sirius, imbued with cosmic wisdom, teach us a profound lesson about flow and non-attachment. The river, in its eternal journey, does not attempt to carry every single stone or every piece of debris it encounters along its path. Instead, it allows those elements that do not serve its flow to gently sink to the bottom, to dissolve, to return to the earth, while the river itself continues its graceful, unstoppable journey onwards. You are now, truly and profoundly, given divine permission to set it all down, all of it. Every burden, every expectation, every false narrative. Release it and allow yourself the grace and freedom to flow. As these intricate energetic patterns within your being begin to realign themselves, like cosmic constellations shifting into their rightful places, something truly profound and deeply transformative begins to happen. You start to develop an unshakable, quiet trust in the divine timing of your unique journey. The urgent, often anxious feeling that you are somehow late, that you are inexplicably behind, or that you have missed some vital spiritual deadline, begins to gracefully dissolve. The numerous delays, the unexpected detours, the long years of profound confusion, of not quite understanding the depth of what you were feeling, experiencing, or sensing, none of it, absolutely none of it, was wasted. There is no such concept as a late awakening in the vast, meticulous cosmic records of the universe. There is only the perfect, precisely orchestrated moment, the synchronistic convergence of your soul's readiness and the universe's divine plan. And that moment, dear soul, is unfolding with breathtaking precision right here, right now, through you. Just as the powerful ocean tide does not rush its arrival, nor can it be hurried by human will, it always, inevitably and perfectly arrives, bringing with it the nourishment and transformation it is destined to deliver. Your awakening, too, is following this grand cosmic rhythm, unfolding at the exact pace it needs to. And then, as if a final piece of a grand cosmic puzzle falls into place, comes the exquisite moment of recognition, the powerful, illuminating aha, when everything suddenly clicks into perfect, crystalline clarity. That persistent fascination you've harbored for the ancient mysteries of Egypt wasn't a random interest, a fleeting hobby. Your undeniable deep connection to water wasn't merely a personal preference or an aesthetic inclination. That profound sensitivity, which at times felt like an overwhelming burden, was never in truth an oversensitivity or a flaw. It was, every single aspect of it, meticulously designed preparation. Every ancient symbol that subtly yet powerfully called to you, every whispered story of forgotten civilizations that stirred something ancient and deep within your soul, every solitary moment you felt profoundly like you didn't quite belong here, like an alien in a strange land, all of it, every single detail, was your wise and loving soul strategically leaving itself sacred breadcrumbs. A trail of luminous clues, guiding you patiently, unerringly, back to the vast, undeniable truth of what you have always inherently known to be true about yourself and your place in the cosmos. The Sirian connection, a powerful energetic lifeline, runs deeply through the ancient lands of Egypt, like a luminous golden thread woven through the intricate tapestry of cosmic fabric itself. What the revered ancient priests and priestesses of Kemet intuitively understood about the profound mysteries of existence, about the sacred alchemical connection between the living waters and profound wisdom between the radiant stars and the immortal soul, that sacred knowledge did not simply vanish or disappear into the sands of time. On the contrary, it went gracefully underground, preserving itself, waiting patiently in the very bloodlines and the unique star lineages of specific individuals like you for the precisely appointed sacred moment to resurface into collective consciousness. And that moment, dear one, is your moment. It is the epical time for this ancient vital wisdom to re-emerge, to breathe again, to be reactivated and reintegrated into the evolving consciousness of humanity. That undeniable, compelling pull you feel deep within your being, that urge toward profound healing, toward gently yet powerfully helping others remember the magnificence of who they truly are, toward seamlessly bringing ancient, timeless wisdom into the often chaotic rhythms of modern times. This is not merely an aspect of your personal growth, as profound as that may be. This is your divine mission, your soul's sacred contract, joyfully coming online and activating within you. It's not manifesting in some grand, overwhelming or instantly dramatic display, but rather gently, organically, and powerfully, much like water, in its infinite wisdom, always finds its most natural, most resonant course. Your very presence, imbued with the light of your fully aligned and authentic self, is a potent catalyst. It effortlessly, yet profoundly, shifts and elevates the energetic frequency of every single space you enter, every conversation you engage in, every life you touch. You are a living, breathing, walking, energetic beacon. Your profound awakening, in its truest, deepest essence, was never about the strenuous endeavor of becoming someone entirely new, of constructing a different identity from scratch. It was always unequivocally about the sacred act of remembering someone ancient, someone eternal, someone you have always inherently been. It's about remembering the multidimensional part of you that once effortlessly walked between the terrestrial and the celestial worlds, the part that intimately understood the silent, potent language of symbols, that possessed the inherent ability to read the intricate messages exquisitely written in the grand patterns of the stars and meticulously etched into the sacred walls of ancient temples. That very sensitivity, which for so long may have felt like an arduous burden, a heavy cross to bear, was in actual fact your greatest, most magnificent gift, the innate, unparalleled ability to both perceive and transmit subtle, high-frequency energies and profound vibrational truths that others, still veiled by the denser energies of this realm, cannot yet access. It is your unique spiritual superpower, a divine faculty entrusted to you for a higher purpose. The unmistakable magnetic connection to ancient Egypt, that undeniable magnetic pull toward the element of water, the profound and tangible way your energetic field subtly yet powerfully affects everyone and everything around you. These are not random occurrences or whimsical coincidences. They are the undeniable hallmarks of your lineage, the sacred signature of your cosmic heritage. It is the magnificent part of your eternal soul that consciously chose to incarnate here, in this specific time and space, precisely to serve as a luminous bridge between the ancient, timeless wisdom of the universe and the emerging, higher vibrational reality of the new Earth. You are not simply undergoing this profound process of remembering for your own individual enlightenment or benefit alone, though that is undeniably a significant aspect. You are remembering, profoundly and purposefully, for everyone who will be touched, illuminated, and inspired by your radiant presence, by the integrity of your heart-centered work, and by the very authenticity of your awakened existence. Your light expands outwards, touching all. You are not lost, dear soul. You never truly were. The feeling of being astray, of wandering in the wilderness, was a carefully chosen part of your soul's grand design. You chose, with immense courage and a profound act of service, to temporarily forget, not because you were inherently weak or lacking in inner strength, but precisely because the extraordinary kind of awakening you are here to experience, the depth of wisdom you are here to embody, specifically required you to find your conscious way back from the deepest, most profound depths of perceived oblivion and separation. Like a magnificent, lustrous pearl that can only form under immense pressure, in profound darkness, hidden deep within the silent, nurturing embrace of the ocean's bottom, what you are powerfully and magnificently becoming could only be exquisitely shaped, forged, and refined by the precise, divinely orchestrated sum of everything you have intensely experienced and courageously traversed. Every single shadow, every single challenge has been a sculptor of your soul's brilliance. Every single moment of confusion, every period of disarray or uncertainty was, in its essence, the sacred water working its profound magic upon you, like a gentle, ceaseless current. It was diligently smoothing away the rough edges, dissolving what no longer authentically belonged to your highest truth, meticulously polishing the raw facets of your being, and steadily, gracefully revealing the timeless, luminous essence that was always there, patiently waiting underneath the surface of all superficial layers. You are not here, dear one, to contort yourself, to diminish your radiant truth, or to fit neatly into the limiting boxes and narrow expectations of this old world. You are here, with quiet strength, gentle grace, and profound power, to lovingly remind this world of something vital, something essential, something beautiful, that it, in its hurried journey, has temporarily forgotten about its own inherent divinity and potential. And the profound fact that you are hearing these words right now, that your soul's intuition has kept you listening, that you have stayed until this very sacred moment, tells me everything I need to know about where you are on your magnificent journey. You are ready. Not because every single aspect of your life is perfect, flawless, or precisely aligned according to your external expectations, but because you are still here, standing resilient, still breathing, still seeking, still open to the whispers of your soul. And that, my beloved one, that unwavering presence and enduring spirit, is the most powerful, most profound thing a soul with your unique and ancient lineage can ever do. So, continue to return, consciously and lovingly, to your sacred self. Keep trusting the deep, intuitive knowing that bubbles up from within you, the quiet wisdom of your heart. Keep faithfully following that persistent, undeniable pull toward what truly resonates, toward what makes you remember the truth of who you are, toward what ignites the ancient flame within your soul. Tonight, if it feels right, place your hand over your heart and say quietly, "I remember who I am. I trust the waters that carried me here. I am ready to flow into what comes next." Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section. It's a space where starseeds recognize each other, and that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.